And that right there is why I am going to start the bidding at $673.65. My very first multi-tool was this one right here, the Leatherman Kick. This was a huge decision for me at the time because it was $30 or $40 and I did not have $30 or $40. I was in college, I was broke, but I bit the bullet to get the Leatherman Kick, and it has served me well for over 10 years since, I believe. The Leatherman Kick is also the tool where I did my first modification. You can see here there's these ramps on the butt end of the plier, which is used to lock the handles into place. I sat there with a needle file one day and modified the profile of that ramp so it does not click in until that last possible second. I also took a pair of vice grips and loosened the pivots across the board. Now, I had to use vice grips for it, and you can see it gave it this nice fall open action. I've since tightened it, but I loosened it to show you guys. These days, you can use our knurled nut wrenches to loosen and tighten those pivots. And these are available at multipartstore.com, which is my website. And that will let you fine-tune both the Leatherman Kick and many, many other, including the Leatherman Rebar. Here's a Leatherman PST it also works on. Tons of different tools that you can use our wrenches on. So I hope you find those useful. Comparing the Kick to something like a PST, if you're familiar, they're going to be very similar in profile. You're just going to have a little bit more thickness on the Kick, and that made that a very it's a slim tool for what it does. It doesn't have a ton of functions, but it has the basics, a couple of flathead screwdrivers, the flat plain edge knife blade, a three-dimensional Phillips, and a can opener, which is, for a basic multi-tool, for your first multi-tool, I was stoked to have those on me on a daily basis. One regret that I do have about this tool is I never went back and bought the pocket clip. That was an add-on, screws in here, adds a pocket clip to this side of the tool, and I never bought one because I carried this in a sheath for so long, and by the time I went back to look, they were no longer manufactured by Leatherman and no longer available at retail. You could get them secondhand, but these things go for $50 to $100 these days on eBay. And it was one of my big regrets that I never got one for this tool, because I would love to carry this more in my pocket. And it's my first tool, so it has that sentimental place. What that actually led to was my most recent multi-tool purchase. If I can get the knife blade out here, we'll use it to do a little unboxing, and hopefully this is a nice little unboxing and not horribly disappointing. Have not opened this, obviously, but what we have here is a Leatherman Kick. Yep, a Leatherman Kick with the pocket clip. This is the black oxide version. And this looks like it might have fallen off a truck. It is used, but I saw it pop up on eBay, and in a moment of weakness, I could not resist. So there's that pocket clip that is so coveted by so many. Now, this was purchased in a moment of weakness, so this is going to go back up on eBay, I think. I don't need it, and I would rather continue carrying my original Kick, so I'm probably going to wait until I can hold out for that matching blade. It looked like it had been reprofiled, but I don't believe so. And then I'm just looking through the tools with you. It looks like everything's in pretty decent shape. There's a little bit, there's wear, but on a black oxide model, you're going to see that. And you can see, here's where that ramp engages by default. So it's not even close to open, and then you kind of fight it. So I do like the modification I made. I'll tighten this back up just to get it to a nice middle ground, but, and these pliers are a lot stiffer than mine, just for whatever reason, but that's something that'll wear in. But it's in really decent shape. There's some wear to the handles, nothing crazy. So I don't know. I thought that was really cool to get to see the difference. And as I think explained, the Kick has a special place in my heart. So to see these two side by side and kind of compare and contrast. It's a really interesting endeavor. You can see that the plastic has gotten worn down on this bad boy, but to find it with the clip is just so rare that I couldn't resist, even though it was probably silly. So overall, I think these are really compelling tools. I think that they are true spiritual successors to the PST and the PST2. I think they're just a really nice, simple tool set. The Fuse being the bigger version of this, I think it's the same size, but it has an additional tool or two. But just a really nice pair of tools. And with that pocket clip, that would be a really nice everyday carry item. So keep an eye out for these. The Leatherman Kick is going to be something that I expect to start seeing at flea markets and garage sales a little bit more. It's been out of production for quite some time now. If you can find one of these for 10 or 20 bucks, as sometimes you find these for, you snatch that up, especially if it's got the pocket clip. The pocket clip alone, as I've explained, is worth 50 bucks by itself. So if you're a collector, or honestly if you're even a reseller, get them out there, because the more of these that are on the market, the better the people that want them and will use them are going to be able to find them. So keep an eye out for those, and especially for that pocket clip. If you are interested, I am going to have the black oxide version up on my eBay for a limited time. It is it's May 8th currently, 2024. So if you happen to check the description, you can jump over to the link for this multi-tool very, very soon, and we'll have it up on eBay just to get it just to recoup what I shouldn't have spent on it to begin with.